Yeah, I know it's another discussion video, but hey, let's get right on going and roll that intro.
Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
One more discussion thing before we go off and do some other content like the cooking content and other cooking videos or other gaming content and other gaming videos. And yeah, we gotta be gamers because it's the Gamer Man's Lounge. Anyway, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge, speaking of. And let's get right on going to the discussion video that we have. Games today. That's right. Games today are pretty much more riskier to invest in compared to back in the good old days. And it's not just about the money. I'm not going to jump into this whole games are expensive, this, that. It's not just the money, all right? Okay, yeah, there's $59.99, $69.99. I know you guys are going like nice, but we have our $60 to $70 games, but there's discount sales that happen. There's niche games that get priced at like $40, hell, even $30 or $20. And there's indie games that will pretty much run at like $30 below. And plus, you have discount sales that do happen a whole lot, and they happen a lot. And of course, especially Steam sales. All right, I know consoles are catching up to that. It is what it is. But however, it's not just the money that you also have to worry about. It's also storage on your hard drive, whether on your console or your PC, of course. But it's also the time you spent. Because you're going to end up needing to spend more time, especially more time to research this game, more time to download the game you just purchased, depending on your internet speed. And yeah, say there's a game on Steam that looks very much appealing to you. You look into it and you see the reviews. Oh wow, it's pretty much positive. I want to go ahead and see what's going on. I want to go ahead and go into and seeing things. Now, however, if you see something like mixed or pretty much sitting around here in the negative, despite the game being popular, you would go on the reviews saying, oh, wait a minute, the port is bad. It's a bad port. It's a bad port. Go get that other console version. It's much better. There's these kinds of reviews out there because they'll let you know when a port is pretty much bad. Like, say, a PC port or a console port that's pretty much shit compared to the PC, or a PC port that's shit compared to the console version. Now, here's the thing. You have to end up doing way more than looking at the consumer reviews and then looking at the consumer reviews. You're going to have to do more than just look at the reviews. You're also going to have to pretty much search the community forums and search around Google or whatever search bar you use and figure out and find and discover all of the big things and all of the things you need to know before you get into that game. Okay? Not all of this information you are going to be given on the fly. Or is it going to be ever easier for you to access? Alright. Yeah. You're going to have to dig deeper and dig deeper and dig deeper to find everything you know. Now, I'm going to go ahead and basically rehash something that I said in a previous video. The games of today are now rush job, blue-balled experiences that probably may or may not completely paywall you up the ass with microtransactions. Especially microtransactions you would see in a free-to-play game. But however, you're seeing in a game that's costing you full price, $60 to $70, has a $30 season pass. And there's probably another season pass planned. But however, here we go. We have the loot boxes and microtransactions that you would be seeing in Genshin Impact, but Genshin Impact is free to play. However, let's just go back to the topic at hand, and basically, here's where I say, oh yeah, it's not just riskier, it's not just the money that doesn't, you can get it on sale, yeah, but it's also the amounts of storage you're going to need, the amounts of time needed to download the game depending on your internet speeds, and it's also the time of research that you have to do on that game. Because your time right now is pretty much precious, and you're giving very little time because, well, we got situations going down from left to right to where you're not going to be given the ability to be doing whatever you want all the time. Now, this kind of research that you're stuck doing is being like, okay, is the port really good? Is there an issue with the port? Is there optimization issues going down? And also, is there more content on this one system compared to the other versions? Alright, so, okay, let's just say you get yourself into this game on Steam because it's on sale on that Steam Lunar New Year sale. Alright, so you get a hold of that one game. But, however, there's the DLC stuff that's going to be around. But hey, good thing there's a discount. However, wait, before getting into it, you could pretty much look up this game in the background. What other systems is it available for? And which version has the better discount? But you also have to consider what content will be cut. Will I get less cut content if I go to that Switch version compared to the Steam version? Guess what? You're not going to be given that form of information on the fly. Not everybody is going to be pretty much aware of such information. Nobody's going to say that. Even though somebody is aware of it and will point that out, that information will get pretty much buried or lost or pretty much distorted, and it's going to be, and you're going to have to basically find it and grab it up and try to make sure, okay, is there evidence to prove things? Is there another source that confirms this? Is there more than one? Alright. That has proven evidence. So here you go. So now you're trying to figure out all the things you need to know because you're having to dig pretty much deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And depending on your research, you end up finding out that, oh wait, the Nintendo Switch version has way less cut content compared to the PC version because that PC port is based off the PS4 version. And that game released on the PC shortly after the PS4 version, and that PC version came out way before the Switch version. However, if you want to get into it, there's the download space. There's the storage requirements. If it's going to be a 10 GB game or a 10 gigabyte, alright, this probably may be easy for you to install. Or it may be difficult. That depends on your internet speed. Alright, if it's like 25 GBs, then, or 50 GBs, depending on your internet speed, like I said again, that depends on your internet speed. If you get good internet speeds, it'll probably be not that much. But if your internet speed is pretty much not going so well, and this whole download requires you like a full-blown like 5 hours or like 5 to 7 or 10 hours or above, if the download's going to basically last an entire night or last an entire day for that download to be complete, there you go. Alright. And then there's the storage. How much storage do you have? And guess what? Games eat up a whole lot of storage now. But hold up. Oh, I'll just get it physical and it'll save memory. Nope. I hate to break it to you. Nope. But not only do you have to worry about the general storage space, but you have to figure out the patches and updates that you have to... there's a lot of stuff going on. Wow. So yeah, not only do you have to worry about downloading the base game, but there's patches, there's like updates that you have to consider and add in all that. And also, to the console players that are like, okay, I'll buy it physical and just run games off the disc, it'll save memory. I hate to break it to you. Unless we're talking about cartridge-centered stuff like Nintendo Switch, I can see where that's going. But however, that's most of the time for Nintendo Switch. Otherwise, just like the PlayStation 4 games, PlayStation 5, Xbox games, whether Series or Xbox One, you're not going to be able to save memory because the same amount of storage, well, almost the same amount of storage required for your hard drive is just as much the same as if you were to buy it online. And like I said again, there's also the updates, the patches that you have to worry about. So here you go. Now, if it's the Nintendo Switch version that you're getting less cut content, you'll pretty much go to the Nintendo Switch version. But however, finding physical copies of games are even harder now. So finding a physical copy of a Nintendo Switch game is going to be a pain in the ass. So, newsflash. Guess what's going to end up happening? If things don't go so well, you're going to have to get it off the eShop. Plus the DLC that's made available. And once again, if you want to get it at a discount so you could save more money, you can do that too. So here you go. You got like hours and hours and hours of your precious time on the line. And it's not just the money. It's the precious time. And then all of a sudden you spent the time and hours and it's like, well, totally yikes. Looks like I wasted the amounts of free time. I wanted to play more of it, and that's great. But, I want more time to play this game. And now, sadly, I'm giving way more little time than ever. Or let's just say the game turns out to be a waste of time. Great. Fucking time well spent. And you so say sarcastically. But, however, the time that you would have been able to spend preparing a nice, good meal, guess what? I don't have time for this right now. I'm going to have to order from Instacart or I'm going to have to order from Grubhub or DoorDash and order me something from Burger King or Olive Garden or whatever because my time is completely right now pretty much short. I'm not able to fix up I'm not going to be able to fix up like a quick mac and cheese dinner. I'm not going to be able to do something. It is what it is. But, okay. Oh, yeah, well, there's quick and easy meals. Well, guess what? There's also doing the dishes. So here you go, having to order online. Order pizza, Olive Garden, whatever. DoorDash, Grubhub. Getting the pizza delivery guy. I don't know. However, when it comes to gacha games or mobile games, that's where you're probably going to need a tablet or you're going to need a phone that has big-ass storage, alright? Because if you're wanting... Because depending on your phone storage, you may only have like one or two. Because you gotta run TikTok or Twitter or Byte or Facebook or whatever you post content to, alright? And you also have to make sure you don't run out of space on your phone, alright? Now, here's the thing. Not every phone is equipped with a 1 terabyte storage. Not like the $500 phones. I know there's phones that I would go to the store pages on these phones. Wait, what do you mean? 1 terabyte of storage? Wow. Goddamn. But when it comes to the storage on mobile games, wait, what did I say storage on? I'm not worried about store. We already went past the storage discussion. Now, when it comes to mobile gaming, they're pretty much light in terms of not only storage, but they're pretty much light on the download. Of course, they're going to be light on the download. And because of this, and a lot of these mobile games end up becoming free or even cheaper. Alright, so there's way less risk compared to like the AAA, AA, or indie games that you download on Steam, or on your PlayStation, or on Xbox, or you buy physically on Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch. You get the idea. Because when it comes to games that you buy on these platforms, we're talking about premium experiences. But when it comes to the mobile games or the browser games, especially the spicier ones on Nutaku, there's way less risk. Because guess what? It doesn't ask much in download speeds. Alright, it asks just for a few gigabytes, GBs, alright? there is also little time of downloading. Again, it'll be like a quick second depending on your download speeds, but if you really don't have a good enough internet, you're pretty much going to be stuck with a download speed that'll probably be for like an hour, and an hour, that's good. 30 minutes, that'll do. So there you have that. You want to know what's also less of a risk? Retro games. That's right, retro games are also less risky because they're lighter in storage, and they're also lighter in requirements. They're not really all that demanding. And visual novels too. Visual novels too are pretty much less riskier than ever. Because, I mean, hell, visual novels can pretty much run well on your potato-ass PC. Okay, even the ones with Live 2D. They don't demand too much. They don't utilize too much with RTX. Even though they do, it's probably going to be most of the time in-house. Or it's going to be pretty much drawn in and added into detail by the author. And it's still going to be at the same day 2D. Or probably 3D CG, full motion video. That could be a situation. But however, when it comes to retro games, you could just grab the cartridges and do that if you want to go traditionalist. But however, there's way more convenient solutions than that. And I have to thank Hamster for doing that. I have to thank Evercade for coming up with their Evercade. Alright. Blaze, that's the company that was producing the Evercade. The Blaze Evercades. I'm glad because they put like a bunch of games in the cartridges. Get a hold of that. I've been hearing a lot of raving reviews about that. Alright. And I've been way more curious towards the VS. Alright. I've already brought up the VS. But yeah, those Evercades. You can just plop it in, boot it up, just pick a game, and then go to town. Or whatever solution that you may utilize to please. If you have a PlayStation or an Xbox or Switch, Hamster has Arcade Archives, M2 has their remastered collections. There's the retro re-releases that are not only from M2 or Hamster, but you also have the retro re-releases from other companies, like Night Dive, Forever Entertainment. Alright. Forever Entertainment. There's a whole lot of people. I brought up Blaze, Evercade. Alright. Now there's Qbyte. There's Qbyte. Alright. Then there's... I know there's Taito coming out with their games. But they're also getting there. But that's under... That's when they're like getting a hold of fucking M2 and be like, hey, can you guys develop some stuff? There's the M2 shot trigger stuff. Like I said again, that's M2. Like, there's the Sega Ages, of course, once again, by M2. M2's not the only guy. You also have Night Dive. You also have all these other guys. So, that should be crazy. So, retro gaming, whatever solution you may please, at the end of the day, it's going to be pretty much lighter on your storage, lighter on your download, and lighter on your storage. And lighter on your specs. When I say that games are riskier to get into now, not only is your money going to be put at risk, but all that time downloading, all that time researching, all that time basically, you know, going and downloading, depending on your internet speed, all that time, all those hours and hours you spent before getting on your game and playing that game for the first time, if it all goes wrong, it's all going to go fucking downhill. It's all going to go whoop-de-poop. The time you have is more precious. The time you have is more of the essence than ever. Okay? TikTok, the clock is ticking way more. And the hours that you have spent of your free time are going to end up probably getting wasted depending on how much time you spent doing all this research and doing all this stuff. It sucks. But it is what it is. It is the way that it is now, and things have gone to shit. And the point being is, things suck, okay? Things suck now. And of course, if we all know Sturgeon's Law, we all know that we're going to see like a 5% decrease of stuff that's good and worth getting into. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Anyway, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.
This is nothing but a video product made by a fellow gamer man. Ayo!